Hey guys, Dr. Casey Schnabel, and welcome back to Movement Every Day. As you know from my previous posts and my videos, of course, I've injured my right shoulder. I separated my AC joint. I did it on a skiing trip. I fell right on the point of my shoulder. It created a pop, and I knew instantly I did something to my shoulder. But what I'm doing today is, and in the previous videos, is I'm going over therapies that I'm doing here within the first week or two of that acute, painful, inflamed stage to help reduce that inflammation, help reduce that pain, and help my shoulder feel a little bit better. Today we're talking about this ancient old machine. I've had a lot of comments because of my Instagram post. Like, what is this ancient 1970s looking piece of tin? What's going on here? And essentially this is called the DIAPULSE machine. I'll tell you what, I never used this in school. I rarely learned about it, only a few times, and we just kind of brushed off the wind. But here in practice, I got the opportunity to understand the powerful effects of this machine and how it can help patients in the recovery process. I'm going to give you a quick story about why I love this machine and why I'm using it for myself. It will hopefully be very quick. A patient came in here when I first started my chiropractic career, and a patient was in a really big accident. She did a couple tumbles in her car, broke a ton of ribs, broke her arm. She was bruised up in pain, and I couldn't really do much from a chiropractic sense other than therapies because, you know, we can't really adjust her when she's fractured. So what I did was I took this DIAPULSE machine and I put it over her areas of her body, and I remember vividly, it was this side right here on her chest. It was just all black and blue. Her whole stomach was black and blue because she had so many ribs that were fractured, contusions and whatnot. So I had her come in here. I put this DIAPULSE machine, which essentially we bring this head down and you put it over the area of the body. And after about a week and a half, the whole area, this circumference of where I was doing the therapy was practically healed, and everything else was still black and blue recovering. It was the most incredible thing ever. So ever since then, I've always kind of loved DIAPULSE and use, especially for people who have bruises or swelling, because it can really help. Now, what is the DIAPULSE machine? It essentially sends electrical energy into the body, and it basically creates your red blood cells, which are kind of scattered in your vessels. They're just kind of everywhere. It's a fluid. Well, when we send this electrical energy within the body, those red blood cells start to form what we call a pearl chain, or it kind of like, you know, the red blood cells, they're just circular in shape. They form a line, like one in front of the other. And why is that important? Because especially in the smaller areas of your body, and not by small I mean where the capillaries are. Capillaries are very, very small, only usually one red blood cell in length. In width, I mean. Well, then this is going to allow those red blood cells to form that line so it can go to those capillaries, so it can go out to the farthest part of your body and heal those areas as best as it can. So when it comes to bruising, which I had a small bruise on my shoulder, I use this and it cleaned it up really well, and it does help with a little bit of that inflammation. The DIAPULSE machine is really cool. You're not going to find this a lot in a lot of places. A lot of chiropractors don't really use it much. You can find it in some physical therapy offices, but it is kind of rare. But if you have any questions, or if you want to maybe try this for any of your injuries, let me know and maybe I can help point you in the right direction, or you can always just stop in the office here. That's it for the video, guys. I hope that helps. Like always, subscribe, leave comments, share this content. Go over to my Instagram page at Movement Every Day. Hit that follow button, please. I love it. And until next week, and like always, remember, movement is everything, and movement is life.